you try to wriggle free!
Fading. Fast.
Seven, call me home. must focus.
Into the fray once more.
Lieutenant Selenia seems to have sent out some troops to investigate the lighthouse.
Keep an eye out for any survivors.
Welcome back to Sightsail, Hunter.
Oh,
The
I could do with a
Legion
cold
greets
drink.
Careful now. Your head's growing more swollen than Saffron's, I dare say.
The hunters go a-stalking in the night. By the needles of the million bleeder, they'll end it all in blood!
Bless the seven, I am restored.
Into the fray once more.
Pay the big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
Let us see if you can choose the finest greens. Join the Spud Club if you've got an eye for marketers.
Delicious dogfish! Yours for a scrap of gold each!
Not in the mood for cheese. That excuse is more home than a slice of this fine woman.
These damn birds won't fetch more than a pittance.
Oh no, noble friend. Your upper chakras are in desperate need of a good scrubbing. Fortunately for you, my homebrewed tinctures will do the job. Or if you're in the mood for something a bit more electrifying, one of my air scrolls might give your system just the shock it needs.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Not in the mood for cheese. That excuse is more home than a slice of this fine woman.
These damn birds won't fetch more than a pittance.
Sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Not in the mood for cheese. That excuse is more home than a slice of this fine woman. Pay the big cheese on your block with a
Bleeding
wheel of the
waste standing here without so much as a piglet in the pen.
Pay the big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
These damn birds won't fetch more than a pittance.
Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies size seals ever seen.
Not in the mood for cheese. That excuse is more home.
Livestock's got twice the sense and thrice the soul of the average human, I say.
Not in the mood for cheese. That excuse is more home than a slice of this fine Gorman.
Bleeding waste standing here without so much as a piglet in the pen.
Sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Pay the big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies size seals ever seen.
These These damn birds won't fetch more than a pittance.
With a whale of the good stuff.
Join the Spud Club if you've got an eye for farm potatoes.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Join the
Livestock's
Spud
got
Club
twice
if
the
you've got
sense
an
and
eye
twice
for
the
farm
soul of the average
potatoes.
human, I say.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Any takers? Come on, you chickens!
Bleeding waste, standing here without so much as a piglet in the pen.
Dearest customer, I've never seen an aura so plagued by ether. Thank Astarte, I've just the earth scroll to ground you.
These damn birds won't fetch more than a pittance.
No better solution to the zombie problem than a set of silver arrows.
Not in the mood for cheese. The excuse is more hard than the slice of this fine woman there.
Red and orange, yellow and green.
These damn
the
birds won't
finest
fetch more than a
veggies
pittance.
Sicilia's ever seen.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes. Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese.
Bleeding waste,
tomatoes.
standing here without so much as a piglet in the pen.
Toe of snake, wing of worm, brew and spice 'em, stir and churn.
Feed a big cheese on your foot with a wheel of the good stuff.
Well, hello there. Let us see if you can choose the finest greens.
These damn birds won't fetch more than a pittance.
Lonesome, spiritless. Perhaps wrestling an earth elemental will inject some vim into your routine.
Not in the mood for cheese. The excuse is more hard than the slice of this fine woman there.
Toe of snake,
Bleeding
wing
waste,
of
standing here
worm,
without so much as a
brew and
piglet in the
spice
pen.
'em, stir and churn.
Feed a big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
Oh no, noble friend. Your upper chakras are in desperate need of a good scrubbing. Fortunately for you, my homebrewed tincture...
Good day to you.
Feed a big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
Get it while it's
Well,
fresh.
what sort of arrows do you want? Freezing? Silver? Poison? Get to the...
Feed a big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
Get it while it's fresh. This batch is only hours from the sea.
No better solution to the zombie problem than a set of silver arrows.
Potions to bemuscle you, scrolls to entussle you.
Well, hello there.
Source Hunter. A sight for sore eyes if ever. I know you're probably knee-deep in that awful murder investigation, but truth be told, the Legion could use your help as well. We've been conducting a series of expeditions into undead territory, and I'm afraid I must admit they've met with very little success. Lieutenant Selenia, at your service. I'm Captain Aureus' second in command, but rest assured I am a lot more kindly inclined towards source hunters than he is. Now, I certainly don't mind a bit of healthy competition and even rivalry between our orders, but I, for one, have no intention of looking a gift horse in the mouth. And that is exactly what your presence in Sicil is, Source Hunter. A gift and a blessing. Only heroes such as yourself can make a true difference in this troubled part of the world. Such is my honest conviction. The undead. I pitied them at first. Many among them were once kind and innocent civilians of Sicil, after all. No longer do I feel that way, though. The bravest among my men and women tell me they are weaker in the west and stronger in the east. So I suggest you head westward if you want to flex your muscles and test the waters before blindly diving to your death. I shall be very glad to share what information I can give you. If ever we want to be victorious in Sicil, we have to track down the root of the undead uprising. Under the Pact of Volunteers, 3 expeditions were launched to do just that. But so far, none of their participants have returned. 3 landmarks were chosen for further investigation. The lighthouse, the burial mounds, and the old church. Places fraught with danger all. Should you travel there, please do check if my legionnaires are still alive. There are ancient burial grounds to be found north of the city. As good a place as any to start looking for necromancers, wouldn't you say? A local archaeologist offered to tag along with the men. Here's hoping his knowledge on the subject may prove to be of use to them. There's a church to the northeast of here, built atop the very place where once stood a temple dedicated to the source. The Sicilians razed it, and built a church for the 7 instead, supposedly to symbolize the victory of the gods over evil sorcery. All superstitious mumbo-jumbo, if you ask me. But when the dead rose, that is when they were first spotted. Hence the expedition. So I did. The Pact of Volunteers. Many legionnaires will do whatever it takes to go home, which is why I personally sign their transfer orders the moment they make it back from a mission behind enemy lines. The chances of survival during these sorties are only about 1 in 10, you see. So my soldiers are free to volunteer, and if they are successful, they just bought themselves a boat ride home. So good to see you again, Source Hunter. The chances of survival, I shall be very glad to share what, by all means. Divines doubly bless you, friend.
recruits.
Sorry,
That's
sir.
it, troops. Train up while you can. The next Orton will land at any moment.
Ah, the Source Hunter. Oh, joyous hour. Oh, still not finished. It was stolen? Gods, what a fool that Roberts is. Taking a bribe in beleaguered old Sicil. Ah, what was he going to do with that gold? Buy the largest kipper in the land? He has a lot to answer for. But not as much as the one that did the bribing in the first place. Guess your mission is pretty clear, isn't it? Off you go to find this munificent body snatcher. Whom would you have the Legion arrest? The elf? What in the name...
Nonsense. The man is just senile and quite harmless. Listen, what we handle ourselves, we handle better than the Legion, don't we?
Very well. Have it your...
How about you make up your mind before addressing me? All this pointless chatter is...
About face!
How can I help you, my friend? And what might those be? By all means. Of course. I hope your investigation fares well. His body is gone? Replaced with that of a sheep? This is all very disconcerting, to say the least. Grave robbery reeks of necromancy. Could Jake have been involved with those that raise the dead? It seems too improbable to be true, but nevertheless, you're onto something, Hunter. Do follow the scent and see where it leads you. I can but piece together what few morsels fell from the grapevine into a rather disappointing meal, I'm afraid. They say a woman arrived in the King Crab Inn sometime after midnight. She retired to a room on the ground floor where she was soon joined by a man who had been nursing the same cup of wine for hours. I say man and woman because both of them were cloaked and recognized by none. About an hour later, another figure arrived, headed for the same room. Soon after, a terrible commotion erupted and the thundering light of magic was witnessed by the few remaining patrons. It took a while for the landlord to pluck up the courage to enter the mystery room. When finally he did, he found Jake there, dead. How and why he came to be there, no one knows. But I had a good look around the scene of the crime before the Legion barred anyone from entering. The traces of magic I felt were vile. Source, no doubt. I myself have none, even though the rest of the town has already mentally tried and convicted Jake's wife, Esmeralda. Now, it may well be established that she is in fact the guilty party. I'm not claiming that I'm certain she's innocent, but let's just say that if I really thought this murder case would be so very easily resolved, I wouldn't have sent for source hunters. I can't say much more, but that they're madmen. All the more dangerous to us because of their alliance with what should be a natural enemy. You won't see me teaming up with a terrier in a hurry. And what might those be? Oh, a mere trifle for one with the intellect of a feline and the engineering skills of a human. You basically construct a classic ballista, add a 100% legally obtained self-regenerating source of destructive magic to it, and Bobcat's your uncle. Those who are raising the dead dwell among us. They simply must be. But even though I've spent many a night leaping from tree to rooftop, watching on as citizens stagger home from the inn or simply burn the midnight oil, I haven't spied a single soul worthy of true suspicion. The enemy is wily. They know us better than we know them, and they've found ways to avoid both detection and distrust. Yet I am somehow convinced that you may succeed where the Legion and I have failed. Call it instinct. You have a flair for understatements, Hunter. I'm sure they are but a minor until they conclude what mischief they intend to see through, or, less likely, they are conclusively defeated. We can but bar the gates and hole up like mice while the cats are on the prowl.
Quiet! No talking to these scoundrels, criminals, scum!
Do you hear that clinking? I think someone's got keys in their pocket.
Source hunter or no, not a single non-legionnaire is permitted into the treasure room. Pockets have a pesky habit of growing extra deep in such places.
Get to signing recruits.
Sorry, sir.
Attention! About face! To the barracks! Run!
Come on! Come on! Can't you hear the stage calling you?
I've just got back from the realm of fairy. It was...
By the seven, what a tale!
You there? You look like an actor just waiting for his big...
I'll figure out who murdered Jake the... Bersha's shape is gone, gone, gone.
Performers! Sherman! Show all!
Fantastic! Zombie ate your dog, orc sunk your ship. No matter, you're at Katerina's Fair, a veritable summer home for troubled minds. Won't you take a seat and let our esteemed entertainers whisk you off to a better place? Well, I'm Katerina the Fair, fairest First Lady of the Fair, of course. I do love making the acquaintance of my patrons, and who knows which of them might become one of my performers. I've an open stage in want of talent, and I've often found the best young performers among the rank and file of the audience.
By the seven.
The theatre's fever has overcome you, has it? Marvelous! I do so love a fresh green talent ready to bloom. But I support players, not writers, you see. If you want to perform here, you'll have to find tried and true material. Check the library and see if any of the classics there interest you. I'd love to see a Source Hunters take on one of the old standards.
Fantastic!
And who are you supposed to be? Don't you have an impressive library here in Sicil? I'm sure that beast of a librarian could rustle something up for you. Oh, I should have been one of the greats. But here I am gathering peasants to watch peasants perform broadside pageants for peanuts. No, really? I hadn't noticed. If not for this ridiculous condition, you'd know me as the king's favorite thespian. Take it up with Katerina. You there? You look like an actor just waiting for his big...
My word!
Today, I think,
My word!
the great Sigurd and his rainbow...
I've just got back from...
Back for more, I see! Well, I can't say I'm surprised. What with Stefan? Yes, I know of that talentless bull. He was here entertaining the troops before I was brought in. I'm sure the hack simply bored his audience to tears until they cried for a replacement.
Seven. What a
Enter Reginald the Aloof. Why do I care what tall tales you've heard about Stefan's origins? Try to do something about it if you dare. The fair's full of legionnaires who love no...
We can hardly walk off with a talking head in the middle of a crowded fair.
We'll just have to think of something more clever than daylight robbery.
A talking head? What dark sorcery is this?
Oh, a strange fellow, isn't he? Hello, little friend. Oh, don't be afraid. What's your name?
great thirst for colour. So ardently. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. Oh, excuse me, I'm trying to prepare for the next show. Autographs will have to wait until the end. I doubt I have to tell you that I am the amazing singing Stefan, the only sentient severed head in Sicil. My audience sings my praises from hill and dale. Psst, you're a source hunter, aren't you? Oh, bless the seven. Oh, you've got to help me. I've been kidnapped.
My word!
Pleasure to meet you. Now, please, Stefan has many fans to meet today. Psst, now help me. Take me to Reginald's cellar. There I will reveal everything.
Tricks are for kids! This here
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. It won't be the worst indignation I've suffered.
That is enough of that now!
Fantastic!
Today, I think...
Tricks are for kids! This here is the great illusion in Andervale!
Fantastic!
Today, I think.
Bravo!
Yeehaw!
Come on! Come on! Can't you hear the stage calling you?
Ah, a familiar face. Come, watch the show. I promise it'll take your mind off beheading baddies. Or whatever it is you do with all those muscles. Ah, cruel fortune. It seems even my usually choosy audience has been taken in by that hack's little gizmo. I'm a man of skill, sleight of hand, feats of wit, and pure entertainment. This curio is ruining what used to be an art.
Sherman, show all of them. Cecil, what you're made of.
And even when there's no crowd to speak of, old Reggie still has at least one fan calling bravo and hee-haw. Sure as the sun sets, that one devotee attracts 5 more, and those 5 more all curious about the commotion. I don't know how he inspires such loyalty with less talent contained between his hat and his boots than I've in my crusty handkerchief. Don't pity me. No, sir. Just a few years ago, I was the all-singing, all-dancing, all-sensational darling of the town. People came from far and wide just to witness my amazing act. When Reginald came, he brought some fantastic prop with him. Now, have you seen it? A talking head. Now, I never expected a silly gimmick like that to be my main competition.
Just waiting for his big debut. Performers, showmen, show all of them. Cecil, what you're made of. What dear flatulence.
Bravo! Bravo! Fantastic!
So ardently declared creamy blues and gory reds that he ordered a contest across his realm. Today, I think, appeared the great Sigurd and his rainbow of war machines. It is said
flame to my aid.
Behold the power of mages! Stay the combat! Fire attack! The force of Maxos is within me!
Appears to be locked.
There's a man in town who sells paintings and treasure maps. Do you think he knows the way? Dead men can't jail anyone.
Another piece of trash!
eternal flame to my aid. Spirits of eternal flame to my aid.
Magical blows! You are but kinsman to my triumphant blaze!
What just happened? Careful now, that's a trap. Oh, I could do with a cold drink.
Good luck out there, Hunter. Evil lurks beyond Sightseal's ramparts.
I'm drenched!
Seal isn't so bad on a quiet day like this, is it?
Get it while it's fresh. This batch is only hours from the sea.
Here for your daily serving of veggies. Please partake of the plumpest produce ever produced.
Yours for a scrap of gold each.
Any further news about
Help.
What sort of arrows do you want? Freezing? Silver? Poison? Get to the point.
Vile Gratilda. She never can brook peace for long.
Savagery's in their very blood.
Well, hello there.
Hello again, adventurer. I hope you wiped those muddy boots on your way in.
What? Oh, it's you! What news? Someone wants to see Victoria dead? That cherub of the book? That seraph of the library? Outrage! Hear you me. You must stop that dog by any means necessary. As mayor of Sicil, you have my permission to take drastic measures if need be.
I knew that dark-dealing old man dabbled in source. To the gallows, I say.
Volume 1.
The gallows?
Volume 2.
Well, I've heard of such a thing, but
No,
I've never seen
this
one
isn't
myself.
the grimoire
I
I'm
don't think I
looking
care
for.
to
Sometimes
either.
I think these books sprout little legs in the
The
night.
Encyclopedia de
Tours Jagetta, friend.
No, this isn't the grimoire I'm looking for. The Pseudomonarchia Daemonum. And the first edition, too. Most
Kira
promising.
Lizor. Oh, do pardon my language, my friend. But that is quite the startling revelation. So much sadness, so much anguish. Eglandir's tale is heartrending, though it seems that in the pursuit of retribution, he has himself become as great a ghoul as those that wronged him.
By heart.
Does he not see that I am now the one who is to be wronged? Why, oh why must he make me, of all gentle-minded and life-loving creatures, why must he make me the target of his imperishable hate? Whom have I ever harmed? I live for books, not brutality. So, let us approach the situation with reason and ask ourselves, where do we go from here? Though, first let me say this. Schism bil crushum zunum. From my heart, I thank you for warning me. I thank you and I trust you. So pray, let leg fizzoda. Yes, a capital notion. Let him be brought before the law. It would probably be better if you rather than I informed. Tours Jaget, yes? Have you decided my amulet? But it is Haxmagi, a sacred token that houses the presence of my ancestors. No, I cannot part with my talisman, the keepsake of my soul.
Discovered in this library. No, this isn't the grimoire I'm looking for. The Pseudomonarchia Daemonum. And the first edition, too. Most promising.
Shatsu. Sometimes I think these books sprout little legs in the night.
No,
Sigurd's
this
beard,
isn't
what
the
a
grimoire
find!
I'm looking for. The Encyclopedia Daemonium. I know it by heart.
Volume 1, Volume 2. But where's the third one gone? Shatsu. Sometimes I think these books sprout little legs in the night.
Demonology for dumbbells. Ugh. I need something more advanced. Is there no new book to be discovered in this library?
Kaj Dinor.
Demonology
Brief
for
history of
dumbbells.
sorcery still hasn't been returned.
I need something
Teleron will
more
have to pay yet
advanced.
another fine.
The Pseudomonarchia Daemonum. And the first edition, too. Most promising. Demonology for dumbbells. Ugh.
Kaj
I need
Dinor.
something more advanced.
Brief history of sorcery
The
still hasn't been
Pseudomonarchia
returned.
Daemonum.
Teleron will have
The
to pay
first
yet
edition,
another
too.
fine.
Most promising. No, this isn't the grimoire I'm looking for. The Pseudomonarchia Daemonum. And the first edition, too.
Where's the
Most
third
promising.
one gone? Shatsu. Sometimes I think these books sprout little legs in the night.
The Lesser Key of Sadakandras. Ugh, what nonsense. The Encyclopedia Daemonium. I know it by heart.
The night and sea.
Hello there! Potions to bemuscle you, scrolls to entussle you.
Let us see if you can choose the